super excited to be here, and it's a great matchup. This is a fantastic way to start this night. This will be a great one.
And he greets his opponent, Loik, who has already made his way into the octagon. Here's your tail of the tape, Abdulkarim Al-Sawadi. The betting favorite tonight, he's 28, Loik 33. 3 inches the gap in height. Both men enter the octagon with an identical reach of 69 inches. All right, now, for the introductions, we say hello to Joe Martinez.
From the UFC Apex here in Las Vegas, Nevada. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to UFC Fight Night. Rosenstrike versus Kazeem. And now, fight fans, we are set to go 3 rounds as scheduled in the UFC lightweight division. Introducing to you first, fighting out of the blue corner. He's a wrestler, boxer, sitting 5 feet 11 inches tall. Weighing in officially 155.5 pounds in 23 fights, his record stands at 17 victories, 5 defeats with 1 draw. Fighting out of Dushanbe, Tajikistan, here is the Tajik Tank, Loik Raджабов. And across the octagon, his opponent fighting out of the red corner. At 5 feet 8 inches tall, this mixed martial artist weighed in at the lightweight limit, 156 pounds. In 18 fights, his record stands at 15 victories with 3 defeats. Fighting out of Palestine by way of Dallas, Texas, USA, here is the pride of Palestine, Abdukarim Al-Sawadi. And your referee in charge of the action, Chris Tognoni.
Tognoni, third man in the octagon for this one, the beautiful Brooklyn Wren with us in Las Vegas. Glad you are too. It is still the morning here in Las Vegas, which is very exciting for a lot of people.
It's very early.
Abdulkarim Al-Sawadi.
Ready, here we go.
The minus 155 betting favorite at close. He is in green. Loik Raджabov is in black.
There it is straight away, the movement from Al-Sawadi. And a heavy low kick as well. Smart to be on the back for Al-Sawadi because Raджabov, man, he has some insane power.
You know, I thought what we saw in Loik in his UFC debut was very impressive. I know the last fight didn't go his way, but the way that he was able to fight 15 minutes at the pace that he was able to fight at, it's a little surprising to me, John, hearing that Al-Sawadi is the favorite after seeing what Raджabov was able to do.
Yeah, that's fair. Raджabov, outstanding strength of schedule pre-UFC, and a nice attack to the body there.
Yeah, Raджabov, very, very powerful. Big knockout power, excellent wrestling as well. So as you say, I'm also a little confused, DC, but it just shows how much people think of Al-Sawadi. Nice spinning kick a minute ago, moving constantly.
Al-Sawadi was known for using his pressure in his wrestling, almost weaponizing that cardio. But we saw an advancement in his striking in his contender fight, and I believe that plays a part also in seeing where the line stands, just because now he would seem to have rounded out the skills, which would make him more dangerous.
Raджabov, slight underdog tonight, plus 130, but he was a plus 110 underdog against Mateusz Raumbecki, and that guy's going to beat a lot of people.
Yeah.
155 pounds. Clinch situation now, double underhooks for Al-Sawadi.
And so far, Al-Sawadi's just had an answer for everything. Raджabov was going to look for the takedown against the fence. Al-Sawadi turns it round immediately. Going to work with the knees. Nice little shoulder bump as well.
I'm embarrassed that I weigh the same as these guys, you know?
It's just so amazing how we carry our weight. But you're long and lean, John. You run a lot.
You look good, John.
You
You're
run a
ripping
lot.
on the treadmill this morning.
Trying. Under 3 minutes here to go.
Don't grab the cage.
In round 1, Al-Sawadi was expected that Raджabov was going to come hard early and try to get him out of there. Nice way to fatigue him here.
Absolutely. And for Raджabov, he needs to find a way to get back to an underhook. He's got to find a way to get that right underhook back inside and start to circle in that direction. If he allows Al-Sawadi to control both sides of the underhook, he's going to find himself advancing to those takedowns.
There's a big size difference. Look at the size of Raджabov and the muscles on his back. Extremely powerful. There's that big left hook and an uppercut.
Yeah, looked like that uppercut got home to complete the combination.
It feels like to me like Al-Sawadi's rushing a little bit. Yeah.
Oh.
He seems so uncomfortable in front of Raджabov.
Oh, wait. Oh, I
did I. They were heavy left hands.
And Al-Sawadi looks very nervous in front of Raджабов. He's throwing things almost defensively to keep Raджабов off of him, opposed to really setting his attack.
To your point, John, he did hit the canvas kind of hard there, and the visual wasn't good, but Chris Taglioni was not.
So the truck was able to pick up that Chris Taglioni did touch the athlete, but it was to remove Raджabov's fingers from interlocking with the fence. So we did see him go in and make contact, but that was why. So nice job by the truck to pick that up.
Raджabov just all over it now. The movement for Al-Sawadi was serving him well in the beginning, but this last half of the round, all Raджabov.
Raджabov's doing a really good job of controlling the direction in which Al-Sawadi's allowed to go. Right, every time he starts to get up to his feet, he takes him back forward. Then when Al-Sawadi starts to walk his hands back towards his hips, he takes him backwards. He's doing a really good job of just controlling Al-Sawadi.
Under a minute to go in the round, Raджabov taking direction from his Killcliff FC corner. Jason Strout front and center.
Both of you guys, come here. Both of you, stop grabbing the cage. Stop grabbing the cage. Both of you.
Little rascals.
Time in.
First fight of the night. Come on, boys.
Taglioni a little bit ornery this morning.
Yeah, Chris, he's a Wyoming wrestling fan, and they're having a tough year. They get a little bit in the front of it for Chris. Oh! He barely missed that one.
Strong knee by Raджabov.
Oh, again. Yeah, you're right. So Al-Sawadi's kind of fighting in panic mode.
Yes, right?
You know what I'm saying?
You
He's
can see
hurt. He's feeling the pressure.
Oh,
nice.
man.
Oh, he took it out. Almost dropped him.
Oh, that hurt him bad.
Not a bad way to start the day, guys.
A lot of offense in our opening round, round two on the other side.
Together, we are. Guys, look at this. Raджabov takes his right hand, and he's going down. If Al-Sawadi backs up, he would have fell forward. And a lot of times when you fall forward, they stop the fight. That was a big right hand landed by Al-Sawadi.
All right, round two is upon us. Al-Sawadi is in green, Raджabov in black. Raджabov credited with 4 takedowns on as many attempts in that opening round.
And that right hand that you're talking about, DC, that was important for the mentality of Al-Sawadi. You know what I'm saying? He's having a tough round. Then he almost finishes him. He's like, hold on a minute. I'm still in this. I got this. And right now he's in deep with a single leg. Lets it go. Raджabov thinking about a guillotine for a second.
I love that Al-Sawadi attempts takedowns, but when it seems to get too hard, he just comes back up to the body and hands on you. Doesn't waste his energy attempting takedowns that aren't going to work.
Well, Al-Sawadi started off in Thai boxing. 22-1 was the amateur record before he started competing in mixed martial arts against grown men as a young man. So he's used to taking on bigger guys, more experienced guys, tougher guys, if you will.
A lot of that amateur Muay Thai experience accrued in Jordan beginning in 2008 when they really had that bang. Beautiful counter by Al-Sawadi.
Slipped and ripped right over the top. Same shot as before, not the same impact.
Al-Sawadi seems to have settled himself now. He's back to that movement that was very good for him early in the fight.
That right low kick of Al-Sawadi, very powerful. I'd like to see more of that.
Al-Sawadi is throwing his jab and he's dipping his head off to the right. Guys, that was one of my biggest issues when I was fighting, right? So that's how I got kicked in the head by Jones, because you start to time that. But I don't know that Raджabov will, because he's just really focusing on his hands. It would benefit him to try to throw some kicks, because he may catch Al-Sawadi on the end of one of those.
It looks like Raджabov is starting to slow down a little bit, taking some big deep breaths, throwing kicks, harder work than throwing a punch. Obviously, it's the heavier part of the body. And I'm not surprised, to be fair. I mean, this has been a crazy pace. Still got power, though.
Al-Sawadi's going to be a hard guy to out-cardio. We have now crossed the midpoint of round 2.
John, we have said that, this guy weaponizes the cardio. He tries to push you at a pace because he knows you'll get to a point where you start to fatigue, and while he is tired, he can push through it.
And there's no overstating how big a contender series win that was for Al-Sawadi as he goes for a takedown here. Didn't need a finish to get the contract, which historically is rare.
Yeah, very rare.
What's he doing here, DC?
Right here, he's in the front headlock position. Now, Raджабов was able to kind of almost arm drag, circle off to his right to get him off of him. But what he's doing now is walking forward with no head movement. If he continues to do that, one of these overhand rights that Al-Sawadi is throwing is going to end up putting his lights out.
A lot of lateral movement, a lot of feinting from Abdulkarim Al-Sawadi. In on a single here.
Yeah, Raджabov's going to keep his hands up as well, but he's exiting from the grappling scenarios. The hands are low, even as he's walking in there. Nice double leg for Al-Sawadi. Again, the hands drop is a sign of fatigue. You're getting tired, you make mistakes, drop the guard, you don't stop the takedowns.
And Al-Sawadi will not slow down. He's going to keep this pace as we get to the third round.
Conditioning is one of the most valuable assets you have in the fight game. It doesn't matter how good you are. As soon as you start getting tired, it's over.
Yeah.
You make mistakes. You don't want to be there. The will, the heart, the determination. You just want to get out of there. That's the worst feeling in the world.
When you start doing things you're not supposed to, you start throwing harder than you should. You start trying to find the door. Look, these fighters will not give up on themselves. They're not going to... When Mike says you want to be out of there, you want to win and get out of there. You're not trying to give up. So what you start to do is you start to throw harder. You overextend on your punches. And then you also really find yourself in worse positions.
Nice work, seconds around 2. Nice shot. Oh, nice uppercut from Raджabov. Next Saturday night, you may have heard rising UFC superstar Sean O'Malley making the first defense of his title against Ecuador's finest import, Marlon Chito Vera, and that is not all. UFC superstar Dustin Poirier takes on French destroyer Benoit Saint-Denis. It's UFC 299, March 9th from Kaseya Center in Miami, Florida. You can watch it exclusively on ESPN Plus, pay-per-view, and buy it now through March 4th. Membership a special offer, save $10, ESPNplus.com/UFC 299 for details.
So say silent in the corner. Al-Sawadi said, listen, this guy's dead, he's done, he's tired, but I tell you what, Raджabov's still fighting, still dangerous. Just missed that.
Nice left hand there from Селвадия. Oh, that's it! Huge right hand connection for Loik Raджabov.
That's it. It's going to be done.
Yeah,
That'll do it. Loik Raджabov taking the judges out of it at the apex.
Wow.
Wow, indeed. I mean, just as everybody thought.